I've never been a conservative person. I wear whatever it is I want to wear.
Yeah.
I grew up, my dad always policed what I wore.
Yeah.
That's why now I wear anything.
Just
Because first of all, I just want to be able to wear anything.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I just want to push my own personal envelope.
Yes. Also, it's hot. Africa is hot. Nigeria is hot.
How much money
I don't
can
want to wear clothes.
I don't understand why you're so cold to me with.
Where can I do my nails in Lowkey?
Please, can we film our podcast? What do you want to do to your nails?
I don't know. I just want to change the polish. They need like a thingy.
My nail tech, you have to book with her like in advance. Okay.
Are we rolling? Oh,
Yes.
shit. Hi, I am Tamara.
I am Valerie.
Yeah.
And together, we are Lowkey Relatable.
Because we're Lowkey and we're relatable. Are we Lowkey? We're Lowkey relatable.
I'm the two. I don't know about...
Yeah, I'm Lowkey. Yeah. Can be low, I can be key. No. Moving swiftly on.
Let us know what you've thought about our last couple episodes.
I thought they were
Or our
fun,
last
yeah.
few episodes.
Yeah. I thought they were very fun.
They're very fun. But
You know, vivacious.
everything I do, I think everything I do is amazing. So there's also that.
I love that for you. It's giving a
it's taken me a
alien
few years,
superstar
but-
energy.
I'm that bitch. Let us know what you think. I mean, we like constructive. This is Babes in Nutter. We like constructive criticism. That's correct, right? Criticism.
Yeah.
If there's anything rude, we'll insult you back. And like
Everybody has sharp mouth and time. So if you think we would, sorry to
see,
you.
if it's something I don't have, if something I do have for the most petty things,
It's time.
I have time. And what's up if I have time that day? So that means I have time times 2.
You know that meme of like cats just typing. That's us just ready.
But like in general, how would you say you've been?
Like, I would say I've been well. I've been so bored this year. Not with like life. Like I'm loving this. I'm loving work. But like, you know, we just came from COVID, then recession, then chaos, and now we're just like in political decline. So dry.
I mean, I wish I was bored.
Not dry, but like just,
I feel like every month
I'm just
this
so
year, every month this year has been one thing after the other.
problem after problem.
Problem,
no dey
another
finish.
problem, bruh.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't mind being bored. I'm not angry at it. I'm
Yeah, in
just like,
comparison to like what I've been dealing with, I'll take boredom any given day.
but you are alive.
And well,
You came
but
out
like I said
standing.
before, I'm tired of things that don't kill me, making me stronger.
Yes.
I don't want anything that's going to try to kill me and then make me stronger.
But apparently how your year starts, that's how it ends. So that means this is going to be your Basbos year, but next year you'll be calm. I was born January 1st, so I had a feeling,
Amen
was I
to that.
doing
I don't
this?
mind. I can write it out. I'm a strong girl.
Yeah.
Audition.
Ha!
Can
You
take it.
tell life. Oh.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about a very serious topic. We're talking about...
Well, how can you say it's serious and then say it like that?
Because I gave you my foreign accent serious. I don't know what language it's in. What country that's from.
Is that where?
What are we talking about today? We're talking about the general fears, dangers, qualms, and quandaries of being a female.
Can you be serious?
I am being serious. Is it not qualms and quandaries of being a
Why did you
female?
call it qualms and countries?
Is it not? It's fears, dangers.
I don't like the way this girl is behaving because this is a serious topic.
Yeah, but like, you know how like being Nigerian, you've learned that, it kind of is stressful and mostly sucks, but then if you don't laugh, you would die. I feel the same way about being a woman.
You know, I
Like,
agree.
Yeah.
I see why you're doing it.
If I don't laugh,
Trust me, I
you
get you.
fall down and weep.
Because sometimes, like, the things that happen to you as a woman,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's not funny, but unfortunately, you have to laugh so that you don't end up in jail. Because if you choose to react,
Then that's already
it might not really go well for the third party or the other party.
Exactly.
So,
There's a lot of shit you just have to let roll
yeah, I
off
guess
your
you have to
back
banter
for
a few things. Yeah,
for
literally
peace
roll up your back.
Yeah.
and keep it moving.
Yeah.
So I'd say that I've always felt unsafe around men since I was a child. I've always felt like I needed to kind of like always like close my legs, or even at a very young adult, like at a very young age. And not to say this because I wanted to just like fling my legs open, but like I was a fucking child.
Yeah. But you have to be aware of how you sit and what's showing.
Yeah, and I hate that I was one that was made to be aware.
Yeah.
As opposed to like the older adults making the efforts to know better. So I think there's never been a time where I felt absolutely safe.
Did you ever get like a talking to, like, oh, don't let anybody, like, you know, if anybody touches you?
Yeah, I think when I was growing up, my dad was very. I love my dad. Shout out to him. But growing up, my dad, I love him so much. But I think because there's also like a huge generational gap between my dad and I, because I'm 29 and he's 87. Yeah.
You're the baby.
Yeah, I'm his last of the entire. I think my dad he had very old school ways of looking at things, and I think that kind of made life a bit difficult for me because he just kind of saw things as black and white.
Yeah.
And
so
like
you're trying to
growing up
protect
in
you,
a
but
space
based on like
so like obviously everything he did was from a point of love, trying to protect me or whatever, but those were things that actually kind of shaped me and made me the way I am today. I remember growing up and my curfew being 4 p.m. and my dad...
But the sun is still up.
Guess what? And I used to live on the mainland. So that means I had to leave...
By 1 o'clock, you said to go.
Yes. And like, I remember my dad, every time my dad used to always tell me, people are getting robbed and raped and killed. He always used to say that. And I guess like it's his own way of keeping me safe and doing his own part. But it's like the education actually should be on men to like
behave like human beings.
Yeah, and I think what I hate the most about it is that men don't experience the same amount
They
of
don't.
And what annoys me
They
the
don't.
most is when men argue that not all men like that. Nigga, nobody said all men.
It's not
are
all
like
men,
that.
but it's the fact that
But
there's so many things men will never have to think about. Like,
yes,
a man can be in a room full of babes and maybe he'll feel awkward, but he won't be scared.
Unsafe.
He won't feel unsafe.
Yes.
It'll be uncomfortable maybe,
Yes,
but like
like-
he won't feel like, will I make it out alive?
Do you know, like, I go to the gym in a building that has a lift, and every time I enter the gym, because, like, I've never been a conservative person. I wear whatever it is I want to wear.
Yeah.
I grew up, my dad always policed what I wore.
Yeah.
That's why now I wear anything.
Just
Because first of all, I just want to be able to wear anything.
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes I just want to push my own personal envelope.
Yes. Also, it's hot. Africa is hot. Nigeria is hot.
How much more
I don't
naked
want to
can
wear
I go?
clothes.
Like, it's my body.
Exactly.
But, like, I just feel like every time I enter the lift, like, because I'm always wearing shorts, bra top, something, and, like, I'm in the lift with another man, I'm always, like, it's another, like, it's like it's man in the lift with me. It's an enclosed space. First of all, I have claustrophobia. So I'm in this enclosed space with a man. It's Nigeria. If I can take less, I can be stuck in that lift for. And, like, I'm just always thinking, okay, if anything happens, what
are
in
we
my
going
hand?
to do?
Okay,
Yeah.
my key is in my hand. Okay, I can use my key to slap his eye, or I can duck. Okay, I've been doing boxing, so if I do like this and do like this, like it's
you can't really just walk into a space.
I'm just trying to go to the gym.
You can't walk into a space and not have like an escape plan as a babe. Like every place I enter, I'm always very aware of like, okay, I can use that, I can fight with that, I can probably push them there.
And I think it's a lot of people say that like women like are angry at men and they're like bitter and this. But I think when you think about it this way, right? So I read a story on. Did you follow Lagos Wild Nights on Instagram?
Yes.
I read a story on Lagos Wild Nights about a pair of girls. Some girl was saying that she was trying to talk to this like expert, and he had a colleague, like a black colleague, like a Nigerian colleague, and like you know how the story goes. They went out together. She went out with the expert. Her friend came, and then they ended up at someone's house. There was a third party. Pretty much, the white guy was expecting them to like
have sex.
Turn up on them.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh no, they didn't want to do that and blah, blah. Then it was a Nigerian guy apparently that started going off at them.
Yes, now.
And then like after that, like, the story ended with the girls having to leave that house in the middle of the night, trying to get an Uber and not finding an Uber, and then having to go to the club and taking turns to sleep. I think it's absolutely disgusting.
That's crazy.
That men can feel the need to put you out of, like, it is the most basic thing.
It is.
I would never ever leave someone to not to like don't.
I wouldn't
like,
throw a guy out.
I wouldn't
in the
say
night.
you should sleep on the road because you don't want to have sex with me.
It's
like
crazy.
Think about how crazy that sounds.
I think men in general are scary. Nigerian men are scary because they are entitled.
These people like this. Like, imagine. I don't know how I would have felt being in that situation, like, because I said I wasn't.
And you can't stay there because you are not safe there. You can't stay there.
And you know, half the time, a lot of babes will be like, okay, let me just agree so that I'm not on the road. That is also coercion.
Yep.
That is sexual assault.
Yep.
In a way. So, like,
I'm pretty sure I've, like, said about someone. It's not because I like them, but because, like, it was late.
Yes. You know, a friend of mine was telling me recently
I
that...
had a threesome once because it was late.
I'm screaming. You had a threesome because it was late.
It was during not pandemic time, but during curfew time. So I was like 1 o'clock, and I was like, I have 3 hours. I followed this couple home, and then at exactly 4 o'clock, I was like, well, I gotta go. They were like, no, stay. I was like,
No,
had enough.
I was trying to see you in the morning.
But like, you stay, because I was having a good time. But luckily, it was even like my girl or somebody else. But imagine if, like, I know people that have gone home just because you don't want to be. It's risky. It's scary.
I can't even lie. I've been in situations where, like, I've actually talked myself into, like, doing anything because I just feel like it's better for me to just condition my mind that it's something that I want as opposed to, like, getting into a fight. Because I've gotten into, like, physical altercations with men before where I said I, like, didn't want to have anything. I didn't want to have anything, and like I was like I've been choked. Like, I almost blacked out. Like, I thought I was going to die.
Jesus, because you said no.
Yeah, like he lifted, and he was big. He lifted me from the ground, and like he was choking me against the wall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like I scratched. I remember like scratching his face. Like I was like just going at him, and I had nails, and like at some point my nail broke. My nail broke in like half across my finger.
Jesus.
But like there was a sharp edge, so like as I was clawing at him, I like caught him across his face. Seriously, like it was a legit. It was when I did that, and like he was like bleeding from like.
That's when he like gathered himself
he, like,
and
let
realized.
me go, and he was like, if he goes back inside and comes back out and sees me, he's going to kill me, something like that.
What the fuck?
Because I said I didn't want to have sex, and this is someone that like. And the worst part about all these kind of scenarios is that's not even the worst. I've been in a scenario where a man has put a gun on the table and told me that I should sit down. It's not funny, but like, yeah, he put a gun on the table and told me to sit down.
You have to sit down now.
You have
to
immediately
sit
it is
down.
not funny at all, and I hate myself for making a joke about it. But you know that
I say if we don't laugh, we will
that
cry.
that TikTok meme that says sit back down. I'm sad.
Oh no!
God, I obviously need to go back to therapy because not me making a joke about something. So
It means you have moved past it, so we are still traumatized. I don't know which one, but yes, it's a mixture of the two.
I'm
But that's terrifying.
Yeah, like
It's actually terrifying.
and like it was like a horrible thing. I broke a lot of shit in his house, broke his TV. Like it was like a fight, and like I just felt like if you're going to traumatize me, I'm going to traumatize you.
Let me traumatize you back. And
So,
I realize
like,
it's when you display madness like that. That's when
so
they
like
kind
I
of
fought, like
calm down.
I broke shit, like I came back like with bruises, and this is not even the first. This is a different occasion, and I remember trying to, because I had driven there, like I had gone there,
Yeah.
and this is someone that I had sexual history with, so like
You thought it was a safe space.
the force was, and also the force wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you doing that?
Because we've done it. It's not like it's never happened.
Yes, and I think like what was so much more even annoying about that situation was because it's someone that I had history with. I don't even know if I don't even know if I should go into detail before I start crying. But like, it was just a very fucked up situation.
It is.
And it was a case of where, like, when I eventually emerged from his flat, and I was like covered up in like scars and stuff, like, and I was like frazzled, obviously, trying to get into my car and then still drive from there. The security guard was like, why am I acting like this? That's not why I came here. I was like, because you would fuck him for money doesn't mean that's why I'm here.
No, but that's the thing. The assumption is once you're there,
Yeah,
once
but
you're
like-
around a man,
But
or
like,
you give a man entertainment.
but you only think that if that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Like Nigerian men, and I also
I don't
say
like
this,
making eye contact with men because you just look at them and they assume, yes, he wants to fuck me.
and I'll fling this in there that because Nigerian men will do unspeakable things for money, it doesn't mean that I will as well.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't need to.
But I think it's for them. It's not even money. I think to them it's just
Whatever, to be affiliated like a position of power. You know how they
Yeah.
say that when a rich man cracks jokes, it's the men that laugh the most.
It is.
But they'll be telling you, bitches. All these artists that you see, side-eye Nigerian artists, who are they always flocked around? Who is always fucking around them?
You will see like 7
You know,
niggas
it's so crazy
and
that
3
there'll
babes.
be a nigga there that he is the assistant to the assistant joint roller.
Oh yes.
But a
Yes.
babe will come and he'll want to have an attitude, or he wants to try and pull around
That
with you.
she's
And
that
it's
she's,
like,
that she's using him. Meanwhile,
can
you
you
have
take
8 men around you using you.
Can you fall all the way back?
It's
I
very
actually
crazy.
hate that. And it's irritating also that men don't see their privilege. Because you can literally... what am I doing walking on the road in the middle of the night when I'm not mad?
It's terrifying. You can't.
To where?
It's automatically that
Like, you can
they
even
assume
be
you're a
walking...
street worker immediately.
You can be walking with guys.
And they will still stop you.
Yeah, and they can still harass you.
Yeah.
I've never, even when I was young and I used to go to England growing up, when you're walking past construction sites as a child,
Yes.
it was bad.
Yeah.
It's like you are not safe at
At
any
any
age.
age, no matter where you are. This
Even
is
if you're
not strictly
unconscious,
Nigeria. No matter where you
You
are.
can be unconscious, and isn't that story about that doctor in Brazil? Or
Yes,
wherever
now
the
that
fuck
was
he
touching his
You're
sleeping
unconscious.
patient. Somebody was in a coma,
Or
still got raped.
Stories of people, women that in the 90s or in the like hundreds, that
Yeah.
somebody burgled their house, raped them, and broke their pelvis.
Yeah.
These things happen all the time.
It's the entitlement.
And I think that, like, when women talk about it and they talk about the hate and the anger, it's because you don't realize a man can see you and talk to you. And, like,
But it's never
he
just...
can think that because he's trying to talk to you, he has
Yeah.
the right to follow you.
It's-
I've been followed
It's
before.
never just genuine. It's
Like-
never just... It always feels like there's an ulterior motive.
Imagine following me to my office.
Yeah. I've
and
been followed
then
in traffic. I've been
This
followed in
nigga
traffic.
followed me. This nigga
yeah.
saw me cross the road from Booker Hut. I crossed the road from Booker Hut all the way to the other side, got in the car, and I drove to my office.
Followed you.
This nigga followed me to my office.
Yeah.
Came into my office. I wasn't even working where I work right now. And so this was happening like at least 7 years ago.
Yeah.
This man entered, was pretending like he came there for something. And then when he starts talking to me, he goes, I wonder, it'd be so exciting to tell our children how we met.
What? I don't know you. They blocked me inside the banner. Some guy parked behind me that he had followed me from, I don't remember where I'd come. I think I stopped at a bank. And then I went. He now blocked my car and said that I'm not going to leave until I give him my number. And this was at like 9 p.m. So me, I was just there thinking, well, shit. It's actually insane. Some banker took my number off bank form, official bank form. I not even left the bank. I was literally outside and he was like, yeah, I think we should be friends now. Don't you want to make new friends? I want BVN. I don't want friends.
A friend of mine was talking to me about how she got into an accident recently, and it was like they threw a stone at her, and like she was like in the dark. You know that miracle, that corner? Wait, before you go on a Zumba, like you come down that dark spot that usually has. And
But there's usually police. Nobody was there that day.
No.
Jesus.
And immediately, like, it hit her car. Like, immediately, like, she lost control of her car, and like her whole bumper came off.
Wow.
Like, before she could even finish, like, coming to a halt, like 5 guys had already jumped out.
Jesus Christ.
And they're telling her that before she leaves, she has to send them money. That do they know what it is for them to be protecting her there?
Do you know that's my greatest fear, that my car breaks down in the night in Nigeria? I don't know what I'll do. Because
I'll
first
run
of all,
mad.
you know it's just men that will appear, no matter where you are.
Mad.
I think I would I don't lock myself in the car.
Especially with the way I dress in this Lagos when I'm going out in the night.
Right, even if you're in a full burqa. I'm also scared clubbing because now they be spiking drinks.
It's not a new thing.
in 2017 or 18, I discovered that they sell Rohypnol, date rape drug, 6 in a pack, 500 naira.
Okay, first of all, if you went to a private university in Nigeria, you would have pops ref for banter.
That's how I found out, because I was with my friend who was like, "Oh yeah, I do it all the time," and I was like, first of all, date rape drugging yourself is weird, but like, fair enough. At least it's not that. Good luck. But I was like, it's so cheap, so you can easily use it to others. Easily. 6 in a pack for 500 naira.
Easily.
It's easy. I've been drugged before, but I wasn't here. Also, like, I like drugs, so I didn't realize I'd been like date rape drugged. But my friends were like, "You are falling down." It wasn't funny. Bruh, no, my friends rescued me immediately because I hadn't drank anything. I'd had half of one cocktail. So luckily, the people I was around were like, "No, this is wrong."
I have before, and it wasn't funny.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. It wasn't funny.
Jesus.
But, like, I'd say that I definitely, like I say, like, I just see life as a plethora. I love that word. A plethora of experiences. And like, you live and you learn. Even myself, like obviously you're not supposed to think, oh, should you trust this person? Is this person? But now you cannot catch me dead. Like those people that I was hanging out with, like now.
It was your friends?
Yeah, funny enough.
Wow.
Yeah, they we were all very friendly.
I've had a lot of that actually. That is a lot of the times in like, sorry, hiccups. A lot of the time in Nigeria, it's like someone you know.
I know
like my friend was raped by her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend tried to drug her.
Wow, but I'm here. What kind of Cosby rubbish is that? I did now.
I mean, I think maybe it ties into their self-esteem or their lack of.
So it's cops that is doing you. Sleeping Beauty. That's your fantasy. Men are crazy.
People are just weird. Sorry, but I think that, like, girl, all men. And when people say, "Oh man," doesn't include your father and your brother. Yes, leave me.
I think every man has the propensity.
Is it not a man? Crazy. Why are you asking me stupid questions?
I don't think it's all men, but I think a lot of people everybody has the propensity to be crazy, and if it's left unchecked, then
yeah, like I just think like everybody has done some crazy shit to somebody. So when I say all men are crazy, it doesn't mean that my father raised me in a crazy way or he's a crazy person. It's just that there's a possibility that he has done something crazy to somebody.
Everybody. Yeah.
Like that is it. Like don't come at me.
But there's levels to crazy. There's broke some girls' hearts by cheating small, and there's drugging.
I feel like obviously there is, but ultimately I think it also comes with the whole. Like women are raised and men are just like free to just do whatever it is they want.
Yeah.
And I think because men, I don't like. This is tying into another topic, but men that don't like sex workers, men that I was trying to gather my train of thoughts. Men that don't like sex workers, they tend to be very, very abusive to women, especially when they have money.
Of course, and men that don't like sexual women in general, it's like a thing.
If you own your sexuality,
how dare you?
You're proud of it, like you're a stripper, you're this, that's you're that, and you're proud of it. It's kind of like, and it doesn't make any sense to me because I don't understand. Because if you think about the average Nigerian man, tell him to imagine somebody else telling him how to live his life.
You can't now. If you say, what do you mean? When I'm a man.
Like, imagine.
As a man, how can you tell me what I should do? So if
something as flimsy, I'm sorry, and it is fucking flimsy. Yeah. If something as flimsy as your gender is why you should earn more respect than me.
It makes no sense.
Then, like, are you high?
It makes no sense.
Like, I just think, like, and...
But the double standard is so crazy at this point.
Yo, I forgot to say this story.
It's a lost place.
I need to say this story. I went to ShopRite recently, as recent as 2 or 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And I was in the queue, right? I was trying to put my stuff on the till. There was this white woman with 3 white kids standing at the edge of the till. I didn't really understand what was happening because they had bags and groceries like at the slide. And the attendant was there, but he wasn't really there. So maybe I was wondering what was going on. So I started unloading my stuff. In the process of unloading my stuff, I had turned and I was kind of blocking the pathway. I was blocking the pathway. It's normal. I'm absent-minded.
Also, a supermarket now. Somebody will shift you if he's so serious.
Like, do you mind? Can you move? This man wants to pass and he wants to go and meet these women. And this woman and her kids. And he literally shoves me like I stumble onto the trolley. And I just turn and look at him like...
A white as well? Because that's not slavery. No, that's reparations in our own country.
He was definitely a Nigerian man. And I looked at him and I'm just like... And he's like, excuse me. I was like, how can you say why are you saying
After
excuse
you've
me?
shoved me, you should have
like
said
I
it
literally
before.
like I literally just said, why are you saying excuse me after you've pushed me? Next he just said, wow, he do that. Is he a stupid person? I said, I don't know. It's you that'll tell
Do you know
me.
that is my... I did not realize that's a Nigerian man's go-to. Am I stupid?
Wait.
Only a stupid person will
And I
automatically
literally
assume.
responded and said, I don't know. It's you that'll tell me because
As in-
I'm wondering why. He now said, pause. He now literally started going off at me.
He's stupid.
Like,
Like,
what's wrong with me? Who am I to talk to him? And I think
you
that
shoved me.
Nigerian men always wish that you don't have a voice.
Oh,
because I was like,
100%.
until the day you die, I looked him dead in the eye. Until the day you die, don't ever fucking talk to me like that.
100%.
Are you sick?
100%.
Like, are you actually fucking
There's
stupid?
two types of Nigerian
So
men.
I started blasting him. Do you know that? I need to finish the story so that you know how mad. Maybe he's a different
There's his
category.
type. No, he's the one that doesn't like women that talk.
Do you know, after I finished blasting this man, he's walking out, and then the other guys at the entrance of ShopRite, those guys that stand, hang around at the till entrance.
Yeah.
And I'm telling him, oh, sorry. The next thing the guy turns
Telling
around.
him sorry.
Next thing the guy turns around, I said, no, don't tell me sorry. I'm going to wait for her in the parking lot, and I'm going to deal with her. Me, I was like, what's my own? Me, that I was going to see my parents. I was buying fish so that my mom would make grilled fish for me. I had to eat. It's because I'm waiting you did. So me, I was like, okay, cool. When we go outside, we'll rock it out.
Rock now.
Go outside, and as clear as day, immediately I step out of the mall. I see this man standing by his car. He has gathered a bunch of people and he's just ranting. And immediately he sees me, he starts shouting, "That's her! I'm waiting for you."
How sad are you?
So
Also,
the
his
security
wife
guy-
and children are there
They were
just
there.
looking. His
The
wife
security-
too is a
Let me now
dollard.
tell you, that fool idiot
She's
white
a
bitch
dollard.
was not telling me I'm behaving like a man. Let's not even get into that. This fucking man. I tell her, he starts shouting that, and there's a woman inside the Sienna that has seen what happened inside the supermarket.
Okay,
and she's
yeah.
like, "That don't worry, he's not waiting for you. I should just go home." I was like, "He's saying he's waiting for me. That can't you hear him?" She now turned around and said, "Where's my car?" I let her drive beside me till I get to my car.
Yes.
I'm like, "No, there's no worries. She should go. I want to see what he wants to do." She now said, "You say if you like problem." I said, "I want to see what he wants to do." So when like the security guard, like I'm still standing at the entrance, so the security guard sees what's going on. He was like, "Let him follow me to my car." There's now one street boy, God bless his soul, that recognizes me from TV, and he's like, "Mama, now you this one." Start walking beside me, say, "If you come here, I go bust in your eye." That kind of thing. So me, I was like, "Yeah, shit, let's roll.
Let's fucking
Let
go.
me see you rack with a straight nigga now. I want to
Let's go.
see, because with me, your mouth be sharp, but with this man, let me see you
Let's
try."
see.
I enter into my car. The guy literally, so you know how the parking lots are? I'm on this lane, he's on this lane,
Yeah.
but on the other side.
Yeah.
So he hurries up and comes around that way, and it's like immediately I see him. I'm very intuitive because of what, like, things that I've been through in my past.
Yeah.
So I was like, this guy can come and block you, can try something
Yeah.
crazy. So like, be aware. So like, immediately I got in my car, I just backed out, and as I was backing out, I saw him trying to come
coming.
and block me. So he was not like not trying to allow me pass. So now like I'm going through the Madeaux exit, and he's going through the exit that is close to. Is it like a British or?
Yeah, that's it.
So as I'm coming out of that exit,
That time he waited.
I told you the story, guess what? He was actually waiting for me, but he was not trying to veer out of traffic. So he was waiting like on the road. So like there were a bunch of cars in front of me. So me, I was just letting everybody pass.
Yes.
Like I just hung back and letting everybody go in front of me. So he eventually had to keep moving. So he keeps moving, and the whole time I was just watching the car, like his car, doing what I'm doing, minding my business. I don't see that up ahead, he has stopped on the right side of the road.
Yeah.
So now it's this way and this way.
Mm-hmm.
So I look, immediately I spotted that, and it's on that really bad part of that road.
Yeah, so you can't really...
Girl, first of all, if you see the way I drive like a crazy person.
Yes, I've seen it, this guy.
So, first of all, and also that's part of the reason why I drive a Corolla, because any small thing, less than 100K will fix my car. So, I literally
Just breezed on by.
gauged him. I looked on this side of the oncoming traffic. There was like a trailer, like, if I maneuvered it, I could finesse it. So, I didn't, if you stop to think about it, you won't do it.
Yes, you have to don't move
So immediately
first.
I hacked it like this. I just went vroom, took off, now entered in front. So when I was zooming past, I looked at him and he was shouting, "I'm going to get you, bitch!" And I'm like,
what the hell? Let me go.
on top you pushing me.
Yeah.
You know, if I could tell you about stories about Nigerian men actually assaulting me in traffic or like,
Oh, 100%.
Or trying to assault me,
Yeah.
I have so many.
Yeah.
Do you know that? That's how, like, I zoomed past him, zoomed all the way down that road that has Get Arena, went down, like, just about to get onto Ozumba. So what I did was, when I got to the traffic lights, I went into the inner corner and I was like the very first car on the inner corner with, like, you know how Nigerians drive 3-4 lanes beside me. So I'm just like, I'd like to see how he's
going to find me now.
Like, it was just so jarring because if I didn't think of that, what was he going to do? Like, start fighting with me on the road with his car, like trying to run me off the road.
I'm trying to at least hit your car or something.
Like, yeah, well, exactly. And why? You pushed me.
But he's just angry because you spoke back. That's the thing with Nigerian men.
So if you push me,
it's not just sexual. They don't like women. They don't like when you talk too much. They don't
that's too
like
bad.
you.
Then, like,
so it's extra scary because they're ready to fuck you up based on nothing.
No, do your things around people that won't tell you that you're doing rubbish. Because I, Valerike, would tell you.
And you know, Nigerians,
doing
you know,
rubbish.
many of my friends have heard that thing of, like, if they've been, like, hits in their relationships, abused, and it's been a case of, oh, well, your husband was correcting you. So this man in his
it would
mind,
not be better for him and that correction.
of course it would. But in his mind, anything he would have done to you that day would have been a case of there was a young woman that needed correcting.
He kept saying,
as if we are dogs. I don't understand.
That stupid bitch that he was with was now telling me, "You are acting like a man. Why are you talking back at him?" I said, "I'm sure they're
so that one left her country to come and be collecting
you at
beating.
home." I was feeling sorry for you before, and now you don't. You actually don't. Just shut
And it's
up.
fucked up that she lets her 3 fucking children see that, because now they're going to know. You know.
I mean, everybody has their cross to bear, and my own cannot.
No,
be
because if there were sons involved, that's how them two they will grow up. And imagine they're now white boys on top. My goodness.
I think I don't think she looked like a grown woman, and like.
That's a shame.
Unfortunately, you cannot judge women for being in scenarios like that, and I understand and I sympathize with it. But the least you can do is just shut up, because for you to now start siding with your abuser,
that's
look
fucked
extra
up.
crazy.
At least just stand in the corner.
Yeah, like just keep quiet.
Just look daft in the corner. Don't say too much.
Don't
open your mouth and just expose your foolishness.
Yeah, like I just felt like she should have just not said anything. Like I was raised that if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say anything at all.
But
if you say something mean, then be ready to rack.
This fear of men doesn't just only in Nigeria. It doesn't even just apply to only men, because like women like this, elderly Nigerian women, to them too, they will watch a man deck you and be like, well, you know, that's what she deserves. That's what you need. It happened to me, so of course you need to learn your own way.
Yeah, and like
they're part of the problem.
I just think that you have to be very, very self-assured for a lot of things to not fly.
Yeah,
and like I've learned in like everything that I've been through in the last couple of years is that ultimately at the end of the day, you're the only one that like sits with yourself at night.
Yeah.
Even if you're so in love with your partner and your partner is so incredible, there's some things. Imagine like you have the best partner in the world and then you get cancer. No matter how much that person loves you or how much you love that person, that cancer is your personal burden to bear.
So you're saying this babe's cross was a dirty Betty to bear. That day she wanted him to like finish his anger on you, so she was like, I beg. So when we get home tonight, we just sleep. I beg. You're behaving like a man, yes. Don't be vexed. I beg.
And I feel like I couldn't even be mad at her. It was upsetting, but I couldn't be mad at her because I realized that
she's clearly in bondage.
He could have even said, "You are not saying anything," and then because there's no way that kind of person to a total stranger. Me, I was ready to call everybody.
For you to be that mad.
If they did not arrest that man and hang him upside down.
Because somebody called you out for pushing them.
I wish he did something to me. If they did not hang that man upside down, my name cannot be Valerie.
But the thing is, I don't know. I feel I think I'm like, not defeated, but like, I don't have the energy anymore.
Guess what?
I don't have the energy.
Catch me on the wrong day.
I was driving in traffic
if I'm not taking my meds.
You can vex. If I've not had my special medication.
Yeah, if I haven't taken my meds, then anything you see.
I was driving in traffic one day. One guy was driving past and he like blocked me. So I was like, what the fuck? He came down from his car and started like hitting my window. How can I talk to him like that? That should come. Meanwhile, he was in like some massive truck. I drive a fucking Picanto. My car is so fucking tiny. I was like, you're really coming out to shout at me. He was not like, thank God my daughters are not like you. I was like, I feel so sad for your daughters that you are their father. He literally was like, I'm going to break your glass here. People have to now come and start begging him before he left me. Me, I just kept quiet. I was like I could shout back, but if I shout back, this man's going to fuck me up.
No, I just think that as long as you are not going to break my window.
He was going to break my window.
You know, there was one time I used to go around Lagos with a golf club in my car.
It's necessary.
So that like, and it's so crazy that it was like a man that gave me to put it in my car.
Yeah.
Like, and I
because they know their types.
Yeah.
They know they're crazy.
Like, I know someone, even, the crazy thing is also like men have this. Also, like you can use this not all men. You can use this in your not all men argument, but men it's also.
Not my own, no.
Men, no, not you, but like people in general. It's also in like how a man can also try to bully another man.
Oh yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Like I've seen someone get cut off in traffic, and like he just said, "You're a fucking idiot." Like you know how when someone drives rubbish in traffic, and you just tell them you're a fucking idiot. This guy followed us where we're going to.
To Vex.
Now can I say repeat what you're saying? But person else, he came down from the car with a baseball bat,
and so he had to humble.
So
that's the thing that other Nigerian men respond to: violence or money.
So
if you have more money or you're ready to.
So it's
beat
like
them.
okay, you want to rack, no wala. You now came down with because I kept telling him like don't come down. I was like no, don't go down. But
it's crazy. I've seen a man take his baby's pepper spray and pepper spray another man.
Man, I just think generally men need to do better.
It's just
like
it's crazy. They always just seem to be so. Why are you so angry? Why are you so mad?
I don't know.
Problem?
Maybe you people need to be
What's
hugged more.
Is it little
or
dicks?
You people need
is
to
it
be,
lack of
you
affection?
Need to be led to cry.
Like it's very it's troubling.
I don't know what it is, but
the hatred towards themselves,
if
towards
you're friends
women.
with someone that has been constantly accused of being an abuser, you're part of the problem.
To be very honest.
If you look the other way when your friends are doing things to women
to be very
that
honest.
you know you wouldn't even tolerate to your sister, and I hate that we have to connect the person to you. But if you look the other way when men are doing things to women, then you're also part of the problem.
It's fucked up.
You can't,
because that's part of the defense. Like I'm not gonna lie, it takes. I know, babes, we're always trying to figure out like different things to do to keep ourselves safe. So it's like use pepper spray, learn this, learn that.
But
until men decide to like stop trying to fuck us up, they're gonna fuck us up.
I'm grateful for the men in my life, and like I can say that like to a very large extent, my friends that I actually say are my friends, I can be vulnerable and feel safe.
I don't have any male friends I trust.
I do.
I don't have a single one. I don't trust.
Yeah, shout out to you guys.
I mean, y'all are cute, but
I'll
like,
buy you guys flowers.
there is no man apart from my boyfriend, my brother. I mean, I love my daddy, but like, even to a certain extent, like even him, I'm like 99.9%. I'm not 100 that I would like feel okay being like in a room like
my male friends 100. Like,
I don't trust any.
I don't think I trust any man 100%.
I don't trust any man 100 apart from my brother. And that's because beat the. You can beat him.
I don't trust
so you can't listen. But yeah,
I don't trust my brother. I love him to death.
No,
give a rib and a kidney for him, but I don't trust that nigga.
Nah, just man. He's little.
Like, he'll protect me, but like, my brother. Anyway, that's just a
brother boyfriend. That's it. I don't trust any. I don't have any male friends that like. I don't think in a certain situation they.
I think I'm very.
Me.
I think I'm very blessed with the men in my life. The men in my life do protect
They're
me.
good though. It's just me that I just wouldn't even. I don't even want to risk it. I don't even want to give myself the allowance to think that's my nigga. I can depend on you.
Because they depend on me as well. I have to also be able to depend on you. So.
But I've had friends that depend on me and can turn around and like bite you in the fucking asshole.
Then God will punish you.
Oh yes, of course.
That's
but I don't present the asshole for biting in the first place.
Out that special punishment.
Taylor Swift said there's a special place in hell.
Honestly.
But this time for men.
But ultimately, I just feel like some good things have come from men. Like,
name one.
Neil Armstrong landed on the moon.
Even that. It was apparently even a studio hoax. And I bet you it's a female that said, why don't we lie about it?
But like, this is not like another podcast of us talking about how we hate men.
I don't hate men. I like men. I'm just terrified of them. I can't lie. I wish it was a different situation. But there's so many.
You guys need to do better.
Like, how many unsolicited dicks have you seen in your life? It's crazy. I have a friend who's literally sent all of us in our friendship group, all the girls in our friendship, every Sunday he'd send us all dick pics. And it's like, but we all talk. Why are you sending us the same thing? And we would be like, stop it until today. If I still have Snapchat, he would still send me dick pics today.
You don't have Snapchat?
No.
Okay, that concludes our episode. Snapchat is one social media I would not leave.
Will you not tell the people how to protect themselves?
Oh yeah, like
how to stay safe?
What, they should wear condoms?
No, I mean in general. I don't know, from the dangers of men. I think be aware. Be intuitive.
I don't think you can do to protect yourself from the dangers of
prayer is Jesus, really, honest to God. But just be aware. Don't let yourself, don't even put yourself in situations.
And I think that's why
it's
it's so upsetting and it feels so traumatizing, because
yeah.
No matter what you do.
It feels like Nigeria.
You say,
like,
lock your doors. Somebody will jump from the window.
Yeah.
You say, lock your windows or your doors. You'll be walking on the street. Somebody will... You
say, lock your windows. It's the person that did the window for you that will come and break
you
in.
Can't
so,
be,
like...
it ain't safe on the block. Not even for the cops. So...
Damn, Gina.
It's not
but
safe.
I mean, it's getting a little bit. At least now, there's like more guys that are sort of aware of it and are like conscious. Like, okay, let's make
allies,
sure people
but remember, you're an
there's
ally.
some ally.
Don't try to mansplain.
This is Tina. No, I'm LGBTQ, and this is my friend Tina. She's an ally. Tell them, Tina, I'm an ally.
You can't do more than
that's literally men. They're just saying ally, and it's cute, but like it's not like there's only so much even they can do.
You can't do more than allyship. You also have to remember that the struggles are like ours.
Yeah.
Imagine mansplaining to me how you don't feel safe too because Agberos
will rob you. They will rape us. It's a difference.
They would rob and rape us.
Yes. You just won't have your phone. We won't have like.
You would have like
dignity,
years and years of therapy.
Yeah,
I just think that everybody just needs to do better. I know we can't all hold hands and sing Kumbaya, but best believe that if you're my friend and you're a man and I think you're doing something stupid, I'll tell you. And if you're embarrassed, you and your ego should go and sit in the corner and
I think that's very key. Because I see a lot of babes that are also like, I'm not even going to say anything because there's no point. Why would I bother telling men? Why would I bother telling men? Men won't check me. I'm ready to tell every man I meet from here to tomorrow.
Because if I don't tell him, he can do
it
to me tomorrow. And he can do it to me tomorrow.
And I also genuinely think like men, like, not even to be funny, but they remind me of like my pets, like my dog and my cats. Like, I genuinely feel like they need training. So every now and then I'm like, listen, hello, bingo. Pay attention. Don't rape ladies.
I understand what you're trying to say, but I don't have the patience. I wasn't brought into this
I'm actually not angry at them.
To raise.
I don't raise.
I'm not raising any man again. I'd rather die.
Not raising, but even strangers. I don't mind giving them a little lesson on consent and being a person.
If you cannot use your own brain.
I don't think they have that.
Okay.
Have you? Do you have pets?
I had a pet that died.
Oh no, but he was sorry. Let's not bring that up.
But yeah,
but like animals, how they just don't know. Like I can't be angry at my cat when he pees in my shoes. He's a cat. That's how I think of men. I genuinely think they just sometimes just have not a lick of sense.
Here's my argument.
I
refuse to believe that someone that is 6 years older than me, someone that is 6 years older than me, is stupid.
It will shock you.
No, like I've seen it.
You.
I'm not saying I haven't.
I've seen it with my eyes.
I refuse to be your teacher.
You know when I can tell men are stupid? When they start asking me, do you think I'm stupid? Automatically in my head, I'm like, I've got a live one.
Asking you, she's wondering if you gauged that
yes,
it's actually stupid.
It has never occurred to me in my living lifetime to ask anybody else if they think I am stupid. Yeah. What condition? What have I said? Like, it doesn't even occur to me. It is only a stupid person that we panic that they are stupid. And anytime I've ever heard that question, it is a stupid man that has asked me. Always. So that's when I realized that maybe they're all stupid.
Yeah.
Or mostly stupid. Apart from the ones who actually choose to learn. So me, I'm ready. Teacher Tam, I would teach you. I would tell you. And if after that you still do some fuck
Class
shit.
Class is not in session in the school of Valerie. It's not in session. The only people that I'm willing to talk to and like advise is always women.
Obviously.
I die for younger babes like asking me for advice. That one,
they need it.
Right for you to the ends of the earth. I will show up for you. I will pull up with a baseball bat and rack any man for you.
They need it.
But you, man, don't ask me anything. Go and ask it from patriarchy. And for your double your salary, when I ask your salary, what you need to know. Don't ask me any foolish question.
I'm ready. Because some don't know. They don't know their privilege. A lot of them don't know.
But anyway, it's cool. We're not a mad bashing pod.
We're not. We like men.
We're just Lowkey Relatable.
Yes, and as a
Ask your
Nigerian
sisters,
woman,
or even your momsy.
Yeah.
Your momsy will tell you that.
There's no female in Nigeria that hasn't gone through this. Some kind of abuse, some kind of disruption from a man.
Yeah.
There's not a single Nigerian female, not one.
Yeah, and it's very
Not
few,
one,
and it's
and that's
very few.
fucked.
It's very few of us, I'll include myself, that like are able to rise above it and like be like,
Yeah.
yeah, this shit.
When I say
happened,
Nigeria, there's no female that hasn't gone through some kind
period.
of like
It's not
moments
just-
where
it's
they were
not
like,
but like for let's talk about our own demographic.
yeah.
Still. Anyway,
What a cheerful topic. Wow. Hooray!
I mean, share your thoughts. Let us know what you think.
Yeah. Tell us your stories of escape, your, scary stories.
Speak English, Tamara.
Stories of escape.
Oh, okay, sure.
Scary stories. Whatever. Just tell us what's happened to you. Tell us what you've been through on these streets.
I mean,
tell us, because we can relate, honestly. There's nothing that tell us that will shock us.
Do you know why? I feel like even if you did a section of tell us about how you've been assaulted in the club, when you're running, on the train, on the bus, in a taxi,
In an Uber.
there will be so
Tell
many
us how many
stories.
times you've seen and it's fine. We're
Even-
here to hear it all.
Do Nigerian men know that when they pee on the side of the road, and you can see their dick? Do you know that
So many dicks.
is not nice?
I've seen so many random dicks. Do you know fishermen in Nigeria don't fish with clothes on? So we used to live by a lake. Every morning you just wake up.
please.
One day I saw my house girl. She said she was sweeping, but the broom was not touching the floor. She was looking at the window. She was like this.
Tamara really makes me sick.
It's just dicks everywhere, just all over the place. Men just whip them out. They just whip it out.
Unashamedly.
If I whip out one titty to breastfeed a child, I'm
it's
a demon.
almost like I said,
And I'm feeding life. They're just peeing or waving it about.
Is not mathing.
As in helicopter, just do whatever. It's wild.
Ah, my days. Okay. Let's put a pretty bow on that.
Yeah,
It's cool.
on the dick, on the helicopter.
No, energy.
Ding.
You are so irritating. So Tamara, where are they finding us?
They can find us on.
Send us hate mail. Use 2 ugly bitches.
That one we will block. Anyway, we have a filter.
That one, if I had $1 for every time, I'd be called ugly.
Like I said early on
As
in
if I
this
don't have mirror.
podcast,
Do I look ugly too?
every hater I've seen, not even just my haters, like haters in general, always ugly. So
Buck-tooth hating asshole.
honestly, so I'm not mad at it. But send us lovely messages because we love you people. So don't send us hateful messages. They won't even come through. We'll read it. You can send it to Lowkey Relatable Pod. Yes. At gmail.com, and we're on social media as Lowkey Relatable Podcast. On the Instagram, on this Twitter. Shit. It's here. Look at it. It's on the screen. Don't ask me question. Just do this. This is 2022. It'll be some link somewhere. Click that bitch.
Yes.
And yeah. It's there. Ta-da!
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Yeah, we'll be happier next time. Or not, who knows?
Life is dynamic.
It's fucking dynamic. That should be our slogan. We should get that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, we should.